Hello again, it's Kelly here from Spiritual Awakening Signs, and like I always say, if you don't know me, I help people like you who are going through awakening to reduce your challenging signs and symptoms and make the whole process much easier. And we're answering some of the tough questions in awakening because there are a lot of questions, and quite often we spend a lot of time on Google and YouTube and we're looking for answers and we can't find them. So I'm aiming to answer some of those difficult questions, and we're starting today with the key question: how long will awakening take? I know that's a question that bothered me for a long time. How long is this awakening journey actually going to take? Now, we're going to get into that and break it down in just a moment. We're going to go through some key points so that you know, but I do want you to know that we have got some resources to help you. So anything that we're discussing today that sounds really difficult, or anything that might be a challenge for you, we've always got some sort of free resource that we can offer you to support you and assist you in this awakening journey, because it is really challenging. But we're going to get into that now. So let me answer the question absolutely plainly to begin with, and then we'll start breaking down some of the information. But the truth is, how long will your awakening take? Nobody can give us an exact number of how long, how many months, how many weeks, or how many years it might take to awaken. The truth is, everyone is different. It takes everyone a different amount of time. And what I can tell you is that while I can't give you a time as a definitive answer, what I can say is that awakening will take as long as it takes to heal. That's your key to finding out what kind of time span we're working at, and most importantly, taking back your power so that this doesn't just spiral out over years of your life and cause a lot of drama. It will take as long as it takes for you to heal. Now, there are a few different areas that you're going to have to heal in spiritual awakening, and that can make it very difficult, because it's not just about healing maybe this lifetime and the stuff that's happened. It's about healing your soul on a very deep level. So when you go through awakening, you're not just working on stuff that's happened this time around. You're working on inner child stuff, pains and traumas from your childhood. You're working on programming that's come up. You're working on past lives, all the past lives and all the trauma and the drama, the things that have cycled round and are happening all over again. They come up for healing. And of course, you've got your genetics as well. So things that exist within your family line on your mum or your dad's side could be coming up for healing, and that could be character traits. It could be tragic events that have happened in their lives. It could be key things that keep happening over and over and over again. It could be negative belief systems, things that limit you and hold you back. And it probably sounds quite overwhelming, because there's a lot of healing work to be done, and that's part of the reason why awakening is so difficult, because we move into it and all this stuff comes up for healing and it's just so overwhelming. We don't know what to do. But what I can tell you is there are ways to speed up that process and make it much easier. You don't have to let it just spill out and take years of your life, or to allow it to spill out in a way that means that the universe has to keep creating these situations in your life to allow you to work through them. What you can do is you can get ahead of it. And that's the secret to speeding up your process. What you really want to do is make sure that you are healing actively. So you're taking control of your awakening journey, and you're committing to doing some healing work frequently. Maybe it's weekly, maybe it's even daily if you're having a really rough time. But the more often you can dedicate a little bit of quiet time to that healing, what you're really going to do is not just speed up the amount of time it's going to take for you to work through that stuff, which is a lot faster than you would think, but it's also going to mean that your awakening is going to calm down. You're going to feel that you've got things under control. You're going to feel like you can manage the process a whole lot easier. And also it's really fun. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm very passionate about healing, and there are a few different things that you can do, so I'm going to cover that. Now, what you really want to do is make sure that you are healing all the different levels that we discussed. Now, you don't need to worry about knowing those levels, because this stuff is going to come up anyway. What you're going to find is generally you'll be triggered by an emotion, something will come up during the day, you'll have a conflict with someone, or you'll see something on TV, something will happen externally that will trigger this stuff to come up in your space and in your emotions, and you'll be wondering what's going on. So it doesn't matter about being specific about working on all these different levels. Whatever needs to be healed, your soul will show you, it will start to show up. But what you want to do is actively heal those aspects that come up. So any of the emotions that come up in you in a negative way, you want to really be looking at them and looking at what you can do to release that from the system, and of course to feel better. Now, we recommend energy healing. That would always be my number one recommendation for you is use energy healing. And there are a few reasons why I recommend that. It's mainly because you need to work on the soul level, which is the level where all this stuff is happening. So if you work on the surface level, maybe you get therapy and you work kind of conventionally, you will heal aspects of yourself, but there'll be all this past life stuff. There'll be all the genetic stuff. There'll be all the inner child stuff. You know, there's other things going on that need to be healed and released. So energy healing is always the key. And what I like to provide here at Spiritual Awakening Signs is two options. And it's the two options that we would recommend that really are best with awakening. So we have a range of energy healing meditations that you can use. Now we have lots of free ones. If you want to try the mini version first, you'll see them on our Facebook page. You'll see them on our YouTube page. You can just search Spiritual Awakening Signs and you'll find them. And you can try those out. Energy healing meditations are ideal because they are the ones that allow you to work on your past lives. They're the ones that allow you to clear things from your genetics. They're the ones that allow you to activate your psychic senses and different aspects of the soul that might need to be done. And you can't do that with conventional methods, okay? By doing that, you can work through a lot more things a lot more quickly, okay? You just repeat the meditation. And that's really why we've created the energy healing meditations that we did, so that you don't have to keep going back to a healer and going round in circles. You just play it every time something comes up. It clears another layer and you move through it. The other thing that we would recommend is EFT tapping. EFT tapping is very, very simple. It's self-applied. It's an easy energy healing modality, but there are two aspects to it. So it's working on your energy, and it's also clearing emotions and stress and things from your nervous system. So you're getting a bit of physical healing as well, which can be really helpful. And it works by tapping on acupressure points around the body while you're focusing on the upsetting emotion or the problem at hand. It's so super simple that they teach it to children in schools, and the kids are using it with great success. And also you can use it for anything. You can use it for ill health, you can use it for emotions, you can use it for your awakening. So it's very, very powerful. Now, if you want to use either of those things, remember I said we've got free versions of our meditations on our Facebook page and on our YouTube channel. Just search Spiritual Awakening Signs. Of course, we've also got an extensive school of the larger, more expanded meditations, and that's where we get into the space where we're activating psychic senses, we're working on the soul, we're doing past life healing, all the fun aspects of that, activating the pineal gland, activating the light worker within. There's loads of cool things we can do with that. So you can check those out and see if any of those would be a fit for what it is you need. And then we've also got the free 5-day course. Now this 5-day course will not only help you to understand the emotions that are coming up as part of your awakening process, but they will also teach you EFT tapping, that simple method, incredibly powerful. I've used it with my clients and entirely through my own awakening too. You'll be able to learn how to do that within about 10 to 15 minutes, and you'll have that for the rest of your life. That's why I make a point of teaching it for free. It's absolutely fantastic. So don't miss our free 5-day course. Check that out and get started on this healing process and boost the time that it takes. You really want to make it as smooth and painless as possible. EFT can do that, and the healing meditations can do that. And you want to make it as quick as possible. And the best way to do that is to heal, to actively choose to heal and to move through this stuff rather than waiting and allowing the soul to play it out in your daily life, which is much more messy and full of drama. Do the healing, move through, center yourself, and you'll find you're moving through awakening in a way that is really transformative and less dramatic, less full of chaos, because we don't want that. So I hope this has helped today. I hope you've got an understanding of how long your awakening will take and what you can do to boost things along to make it a little bit quicker as well. And all the links are in the description box below. You can check those out. Do click to be notified whenever we go live, and make sure if you're watching this on YouTube you subscribe as well, so that you get all of our new videos and all of our new content. We've got lots more to come. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again soon.